Hey, what's up, my EQ family, and welcome back to another Ask Dimyas. The theme for this month in the company is surrounding emotional intelligence and leadership. And the questions that we received pertaining to this were perfect for this topic for this month, but it might not be in the way that you expected. And so the two that we have are concerning the myths around kindness, like what are the myths around kindness? And then the second being, what's the difference between being nice and being kind? Okay, so somewhere along the line, people started to act as if kindness automatically equated to being soft. Like it meant that everybody shows up to work and we're frolicking, running through a field of flowers and saying yes to any and everybody. Well, that's just not it. That's not the case. And the spoiler alert is that kindness, that type of people pleasing, is the thing that would get you in trouble. So I want to clear this up. Because as a leader, confusing nice with kind is the type of thing that can wreck your credibility and your team. So let's really look at the myths. And I want to talk about three myths in particular. And so the first myth is that kind people avoid conflict. The second myth is that kindness makes you weak. And the third myth is that kindness means that you work diligently every day simply to make everyone happy. So let's jump into the first one, avoiding conflict. The truth is, there are many people who are conflict averse. And admittedly, there have been times where I didn't want to engage in conflict, but it doesn't mean that they're avoiding doing the hard thing altogether. This just could mean that they require a little bit more prep on the front end to understand that real kindness is not to avoid the truth, but I need to deliver it in a way that can be delivered with respect. And so the second one is that kindness makes you weak. It actually takes a lot of emotional strength to be kind when a situation calls for you to be honest. And then the last one is that kindness makes everyone happy, but that's impossible. If that were true, instead of doing the hard thing, people would be showing up, giving out participation trophies, hugs, and PTO just for showing up. But that's not it. Kindness isn't about comfort. It's about character, and it's about doing what's uncomfortable, doing the right thing. Nice says what people want, and kind is the thing that says what people need to hear. Nice tries to be like, while kind, on the other hand, looks at the impact. And so when you lead from a place of kindness, you don't just manage emotions, but you model it. And leaders with emotional intelligence know that kindness requires boundaries and not just blind approval. But it's hard without EQ. Kindness is an EQ skill, but that starts with self-awareness, matches it with empathy and self-management, all working together. When you know yourself, self-awareness, you can deliver those hard truths without losing your composure in the process. When you learn to read other people well, you can challenge them without breaking that personal connection or that team's connection. That's leadership through emotional intelligence. And so here's my challenge for you all. Everyone on the listening end of this, when we talk about myths of being kind or not, don't just be nice this week. Be kind. Say the hard thing, but do it with tact, do it with courtesy, and do it with honesty. That's how you earn trust, and not just people who follow you because your title. This is Ask Dimyas, and I'm Dimyas. Let's keep on leading, but this time, make sure it's done with emotional intelligence. See you on the next one.